What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Right now I'm in my R32 GTR Skyline. I'm going to take it for a little bit of a spin. I'm going to talk to you guys about why I sold my STI and bought an R32 GTR. So I have my GoPro mounted right here. I'm going to go and switch from my big camera so I can drive with two hands. I'm going to keep this audio though. Here's a GoPro. Alrighty guys, hopefully you can hear me and see me pretty well. See if we can rub a little window, get a little better audio on my voice. So if you're new to the channel, welcome guys. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So why I sold my STI. Now, if you are kind of an OG to the channel and been watching thoroughly, oh that's bright, you notice I did own a 2017 Subaru WRX STI. Now I did end up recently selling that vehicle and got the Skyline. That was kind of my daily driver. That got it. It's a 2017, but I got it pre-owned, and it even had a 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, which was really nice. So I could just beat on it all day long, not worry about it, and I could just beat on it all day long, have fun with it, whatever. And if it broke, it's under warranty. I wasn't really planning to modify it or anything like that. Since I did have the warranty, and if I modded it, it obviously avoided the warranty, which would have been no good. So came across the JR Garage video where they announced that they're selling other cars. Didn't really think anything of it. I was like, oh, that's cool. They're kind of getting getting a fresh start or whatever, what their plans are in life. I started thinking, what if I ended up selling the Subaru, ended up buying something else, what would I get, stuff like that. And I thought, hey, I do have a couple other cars I could drive for dailies and stuff like that. That wouldn't be a big issue. Like, what can I make the most opportunity out of the Subaru? So if I sold the Subaru, bought it at a certain price, sold it for a little bit less, lost a few dollars there, but nothing too bad since I did buy it pre-owned. So I bought it already depreciated a little bit, drove it for a year, a little over, ended up selling it, lost a little bit of money on it. Came across a GTR, and I was like, hey, that would be a really cool car to own. As far as the money goes, I would even have a little bit left over from when I sold the Subaru. I could take that a little extra cash and kind of help start to build the drift car and stuff like that. The S14 2J project we got going on, that's still in the works. So ended up, I was thinking, hey, what is a pro and a con for owning the Skyline? So I had this perfect 2017 Subaru that I could sit here and blare my music and my air conditioning and not worry about it having any issues. Or I could go the route of, hey, it's a 1989 with 136,000 kilometers on it, which is like 84,000 miles on it. It's obviously not a new car. There's gonna be drawbacks, stuff like that. But I was like, hey, it's Godzilla. It's the 89 Skyline GTR. Let's look at the pros, because obviously the con is it's not a new car. You can't just sit here and beat on it all day long. It's gonna not, whatever. But so the pros, the main thing that I saw as far as like transitioning from the STI to the GTR is that the STI will keep going down in value over the years. As many miles you put on it, over the usage, it'll just keep going down. The Skyline, on the other hand, since it is mainly the GTR, which holds its value better than the GTST, it will maintain its value, if not go up. So I thought that was a big pro as far as like the investment wise, that it's definitely a smarter investment over the years if you don't start just putting a whole lot of money into it, which that's easy to do with these cars and the RBs and stuff like that. Stuff can get a little bit pricey kind of fast if you start doing like single turbo stuff, big power. But right now I really am happy with the way the car drives. It's not giving me really any issues whatsoever. I think I'm losing a little bit of boost somewhere, but like I said, it's still driving, it's still doing well. The oil, all that's all good. I was kind of weighing my options. All right, so if I sold the STI, which I love to drive, fast car, fun, throw my buddies in the back, stuff like that, I would lose that daily drivability as far as the fast, speedy, little zippy car around town. Not worry if I put some miles on it, stuff like that, and I knew it's gonna be fine. I would lose that. I mean, granted, I do have some other cars that I can daily drive, so I'm not worried about like a daily driver necessarily as far as like getting me to where I need to go. But I would lose the fun, I'm able to beat on it type car. But in exchange, I would get an iconic, almost collectible car in which I can take out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, go around town, take it out to car shows, take it out wherever on my streets where the car guys hang out. Another good thing, if I'm really trying to launch as far as the YouTube and the channel and all that stuff goes, like I've been mainly dealing with a lot of E36 stuff as far as like budget drift cars, stuff like that. I think Skyline really brings something new to the table as far as to the channel. I'm able to take it and do something with it someday to get a whole lot of different content. I've even thought about taking the Skyline to autocross. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Let me know what you guys think. Would you like to see that or not? Like, autocross isn't too hard on a car. I think it'd be kind of fun, make a good video. we'll see. Right now I'm currently headed out to my favorite little shooting spot called the Farmlands. That's what we call it out here. It's not too far from where I live. It's about a 10-15 minute drive. It's a nice little road, sun's going down, see if we can get some cool shots. To reemphasize, I was mainly looking for opportunity. As you know, obviously I sold STI and got the Skyline. So in my eyes, that provided me more opportunity as far as a little bit cooler car, a little bit more unique, obviously more rare car, which that's obviously a personal taste. Like, it appeals to me. Like, I love the Nissan Skyline, obviously a lot of people do. It's not just what other people think. I personally really like the looks of the car, stuff like that, everything about it. I'm a big fan of. Granted, you're sacrificing, like, I'm not blowing the AC right now. For one, it kind of sucks. For two, I don't want to overheat the car. For three, it's an 89. I believe it'll definitely provide more opportunity for me as far as video content, as far as the right-hand drive. I really like the right-hand drive. I've never really driven a right-hand drive car. This is actually the first and only right-hand drive car I've ever driven. Stuff like that is just worth it to me right now. Like, if I ever need to sell it down the line, I can easily do so without any issues. Like I said, also, I had a few dollars left over, which will help me in the drift car builds that I'm trying to take off slowly. I need to figure that out. I got a lot of project cars that I need to go ahead and I need to sit down and I need to prioritize them, because I can't just sit here and start trying to build 4 cars. They're not ever gonna get built, you know? This is the road that I shot on last time as far as the everything wrong with the Skyline video, that one. I think I wanna mix it up this time. I think I wanna go down there a little bit. Take a look at this view out here, man. This sunset is so cool. Look at this. We got the Skyline all sitting pretty, the sun in the back. See if we can adjust some lighting. Oh yes, there it is. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go ahead and check it out. It's where I update you guys on a lot of things, get your insight and stuff like that. I really like to connect with all you guys. It's always good talking with some of you guys. Alrighty, let's get back in the Skyline and let's head out. Got the glasses off so now you don't catch any weird glares. Like I was saying, sold the STI for the GTR. End of the day, they lost the STI. I'll probably get another one of these days, but not anytime soon that I see. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I made the right choice? Do you think I should have kept the STI? Do you think Godzilla will treat me right? We'll see. I don't know, only time will tell. I certainly think I made the right decision when buying the GTR, especially from GTR Garage. I thought that was kind of really the cool part, that I could go up there, kind of collab with them, stuff like that. A lot of fun up there. If you guys missed the video of me buying the Skyline from GTR Garage, there's a little link right up here if you want to click it, watch it. It's a pretty good video, I like it. So I've had some commenters saying that, hey, you should really add a whole lot of power to the GTR, do this, do that, whatever. Here is kind of my overall build plan for it. Now this build plan will probably, most likely, not take place until after the S14 build is done, which I'm just starting on that. So this is going to be a little while, kind of enjoying the car how it is for right now, kind of enjoying the process, if you will. This is all hypothetical, kind of broad. I would like to take off the twins. Unfortunately, twins probably need to go. I've looked up some information as far as the single, and I've heard nothing but good things as far as what I've seen, as far as single turbo conversion, swaps, whatever. And maybe shoot for about 450 horsepower, something conservative that the stock internals of the RB are going to be able to handle. Might have to do a head gasket and, you know, ARP head studs, stuff like that. I'm not sure if I want to really break into it. Also, like injectors, I'm not sure exactly what injectors are on it right now. But yeah, if you do the single turbo conversion, stuff like that, it'll be like 5,000 or 6,000, maybe a little more. Depends kind of what you go with and how cheap you go with. But once you do that, run about 400 or 500 horsepower. I don't know what else I'd really want to do to it other than, like, it already has suspension done, already has coilovers. It's got a couple suspension arms, stuff like that. I do have the Hikis rear steer delete, which, I mean, I can definitely feel the Hikis, or at least I want to think I can. It feels it's kind of cool, kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet, but I'm really not gonna make it like a drag car. It's kind of mainly of a street car. You take it out on the weekends, have fun with it, that type of thing. Definitely something I kind of want to do. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the BR rev limiter. I don't know that that's exactly how you pronounce it, but it's pretty much here, you rev it up, hit the rev limiter, hear a big pop, and the 3-foot flame shoots out the back. That would be cool. I think that would be a lot of fun. Probably get in trouble for that someday, but that'd be sick. Another thing I'd like to do is repaint the car. I really like the black. It looks good on it, especially with the black wheels. Would like to repaint it sometime. That'd probably be after the single turbo conversion, sometime in the future. We'll see. And then also kind of like to wrap it. I think it'd be fun to maybe let the subscribers choose a color of a wrap. Maybe you can wear it for maybe like 4, 5, 6 months or whatever. Take it off. It'd be fun to do it. I'd like to even try to wrap it. I'd probably be terrible at it, but it'd be fun. I would actually like to bag it. Now, I'm not wanting like the full like lowered stance, air all the way down to the concrete type of stuff like that. It would give the ride quality a little bit better, which would be ideal, especially since you're street driving it. And these coilovers are a little tough, and like this mirror almost falls off, but we're not gonna talk about it. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. Might give you guys a little update on the 350Z. Done some stuff on that, haven't recorded it because I've been doing boring things, but here's a little update on the 350Z. A little update on the 350Z. I actually pulled the transmission out of it because I believe I found the whole vibration-y issue thing with the motor. I believe it's the dual mass flywheel. I'll go ahead and kind of go under there and you guys can kind of see what the issue is. It kind of shifted a little bit off center, so it's not exactly centered and balanced. That's why it's causing the vibrations. Also, the clutch, it's not horrible, but it's definitely not the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the clutch and the flywheel so I can have the car set up and kind of bulletproof for a whole drift setup. The transmission does grind into 3rd and 5th occasionally, but 3rd gear is kind of the worst. If you guys know anything about the CD transmissions, please let me know what do you think I should do as far as maybe fixing the 3rd gear grind. Should I take it apart and try to fix the synchros, or should I just get a whole nother transmission? Let me know down in the comments. So under here we're looking at the flywheel right now. It's the dual mass, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but it does wiggle a little bit, and it's even off center where I can't quite get these 3 bolts out. Try to go ahead and hit the flywheel up a little bit. I tried it a little bit the other day. Couldn't quite get it centered. Pull these bolts out. There's even one up here. I think hopefully it's not broken because it's spinning, but we'll see. But hopefully I can get this off and replaced, and that'll fix the vibration issue. Oh, good news on the E36. So, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but this door was absolutely stuck shut. So now it's fixed. So what I ended up doing was, I don't believe I tied the original rope onto the correct thing, so I actually had to kind of cut the door a little bit. I'm going to get another door sometime from the salvage whenever one kind of pops up, so I'm not really worried about this. I'm going to go ahead and kind of tape this over sometime. But at least now the door opens, I can get in and out and kind of fix up the interior a little bit. I'm going to really try to pay a little bit more attention to the E36. Got some polycarbonate windows coming in. All the glass is going to be gone. It's going to be all polycarbonate, which is going to be super sick. Make sure you stay tuned for that. While we're on the subject of updates, 240 SX, I'm actually waiting currently right now for my cage guy to finish up a couple of the cars he's doing, and so he can move on to the 240. All the stuff I ripped out of it just kind of being stored in there, so it kind of just looks like a junk pile right now. But once my cage guy finishes up the cars he's working on now, I'm gonna go ahead and yank the seats, carpet, sound deadening, and get it off to getting caged. It's gonna be a full FD spec cage. We're gonna do it gussets, all that cool stuff. That's gonna be sweet. Looking forward to that. That's gonna wrap up this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think I should go with all the builds down in the comments below. Thanks for watching again, guys. Have a good one. Hello. Doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's 4:30.
Thank you. So you got to stretch. Thank you. You too. Zero craps given. Nothing.